the CEO had asked him, the person that sent you this package, is this your wife? He said, yeah. He said, they sent the same package to somebody else. Sneakers, clothes, everything, the same exact package to another dude in the jail. And they gave him the information of the dude.
And what jail was that?
This was in Gouverneur. In Gouverneur. It was me, Knowledge. You might know Knowledge from the town. He's from Tin Man Boy. I mean, now that's Ninja Uncle. I don't remember Ninja that got killed. Ninja that got killed. That's his own Uncle Knowledge. Knowledge that usually go hard with Brooklyn. That got all that time. But anyway, me and Knowledge and Bugsy, my little man Bugsy, little light-skinned Bugsy from East New York. We was all up top, and then World came to the spot. When World came to the spot, dudes was like, dudes that was hearing his name that didn't really know him, he was all on him like, yo, trying to get up with him or whatever. So when he came to the spot, he was clinging to my man Knowledge. That's who he was with. Every day he was him and Knowledge, you know what I'm saying? And this Knowledge is my crime. I know what World is, but you know what I'm saying? He rocked with my man Knowledge heavy. So first the first issue was it was rumored that World had he had some issues with Star. You know what I mean? Star had shot World or whatever, and he had some issues, and Bugsy had issues with that because he rocked with Star. So he hollered at World about that. He did it. It ain't going nowhere. So now I had a bunkie named G. G was from G. He came in. G came in. He only been in the house probably he been there for about 2 weeks. Me and son used to vibe or whatever. He got some packages. He came down from the package room one day and said, "Yo," he said, "This is crazy shit." The CEO had asked him, "The person that sent you this package, is this your wife?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "They sent the same package to somebody else. Sneakers, clothes, everything, the same exact package to another dude in the jail. And they gave him the information of the dude." So he showed it, when he came back from the package room, he showed it to me. When I looked at it, because I couldn't believe he told me the CEO gave him the person, the person information. So when he showed it to me, it said Damian Hardy. That's World. You know what I mean? When I saw the name, I already knew that was World. But it also detailed where he locked at, where housing unit. It told everything. Street address, it was in Queens, but it had the street address, had everything. I said, these CEOs crazy. So he was like, who is this? He was like, I don't know this nigga. So I said, that's World. So he's like, I don't know that. So I was kind of shocked that he didn't know what World is, because his son G moving around the town. He know me and him was vibing. He know a lot of people. So he's like, he don't know who that is. So I said, all right, I'm gonna go holler at World and see what's going on, whatever. So I went to the yard. As soon as I came to the yard, World was right there. I told World, I said, somebody just sent you a package? So he's like, nah. And he backed up. But I guess my approach was a little wrong, where I approached it, because I wasn't, it looked like it was, I just went straight at, like, yo, somebody sent you a package? And he was backing up. So I'm like, nah. He's like, nah. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, this nigga, you know what I mean? I know he got the package, you know what I mean? So I said, all right. I went back to the housing unit. I told G, he gonna have to come out and holler at World, you know what I'm saying, himself. So we went to the yard the next day. Came to the yard. I said, because he didn't know how World looked. I told him, like, that's him right there with the cut on his face. So he went over there. He hollered at World. World was denying it, saying denying it or whatever. So then, me and G started talking again. So G was like, yo, he don't really believe his wife was messing with World. He's like, how old is he? So I told him World was my age at the time. I was in my 20s at the time, and me and World the same age. So I said, I told him World's my age. So G's a little older than me. So he's like my wife wouldn't. He said she don't like young niggas or whatever. So I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? So I went to the yard, I talked to Knowledge, talked to Knowledge, World was there, and Knowledge was like, yo, he's like, yo, what's up with dude in your dorm? He asked me, he's like, yo, what's up with I said, ain't nothing up with him. So World was sitting there looking and shit, we in the yard, and Knowledge told me he wanted to holler at me, without World. So we walked off. So we started talking, so he's like, yo, what's up with dude? Because he didn't know why, I just shut it down in front of the World. So he's like, what's up? I say, nothing with me and son cool. So he's like, nigga, y'all eat some Jack Mac together now, y'all, that's your man. So we started laughing it off or whatever. So then I went back to the house, hollered at G, that's the son. His wife was from the Bammers. Her name, Get Money chick, you know what I mean? She ride bikes, you know what I mean? Dark-skinned chick. You know what I mean? She gets money and shit. She's from Alabama. She's from the Bammers in East New York. So, the thing was, the World was fucking with her in the town, and she told World that, yo, you know what I mean? That's my dude. You know what I mean? Because she had did a bit too, and G held it down with her. But she said, that's my dude, but I like niggas like you. She said she like niggas like, she like niggas like World. That's what she told World. So World was hollering at her, you know what I mean? Still hollering at her, whatever. So the G, he called, before you get call a number from up north, you got to get it approved. You got to be on connected to your ID. So G, he had World ID. He put his wife number through to see if it go through, and it went through. That means World calling his wife. So, he was tight. He went to the yard again, hollered at World. They spent the yard, talked or whatever. So then his wife was telling him she did it on, she said, I did that on purpose. You know what I'm saying? She said, I just did that to make you mad or whatever. She gave him she was giving him all kind of shit. She did it on purpose. Then she said she did it for her friend. Her friend, man, is in the jail, and she did that on the strip for her friend. You know what I mean? But I already had got the wire from my man Knowledge that World was fucking with her in the town. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that was, whatever. So then the next thing is that she told G, a man, that World is asking questions about me in the town. Because mind you, I'm like the middleman. G's my man, you know what I'm saying? He's my dude, you know what I mean? I met him, me and son cool. And Knowledge is my man, but World is Knowledge man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm like in the middle. So the World was inquiring about me. I said, okay. When G told me that, I said, okay, I'm gonna holler at World. Went to the yard. I said, yo, World, let's spend the yard. The yard, just me and him. I said, yo, word got to me that you inquiring about me in the town. So he's like, who told you that? So I said, yo, you already know. He's like, yo. He said, I mentioned your name to somebody, but they ain't like I'm trying to lie you or nothing. He said, it's this nigga though. He said, he's telling you that to trying to prepare for. So, make a long story short, he said that wasn't it. He wasn't hollering about me, trying about as far as no issue or no beef or nothing like that, whatever. Which I don't believe him. You know what I'm saying? But we spent the yard or whatever. We talked. We started talking about other things about, he had some issues with touching school back in the days, whatever. We started talking about that or whatever. And we was talking about that blood thing, because he was supposed to be blood. I asked him about that. Asked him, was he blood? And he was like, nah. He told me he never was blood. He was like, yo, he said, I save niggas though. You know what I mean? He said, I just used to save a lot of niggas. So then that was, we squared off about that. So now it was a festival coming up where, G's wife, she was supposed to come on the festival. And I got the word that World had told his wife that she can't come see G while he's in the jail with him. So I went and I told G, I said, yo, word is that World told your wife that she can't come see you. He's like, what? So he got on the phone. He was arguing with her or whatever. So he said, "She's gonna come. She's coming." When that time for the festival, she didn't. That day came to win. She ain't come. So then World was short because he only had a violation. He was going home soon. The day he was going home. Man, for him and G, they split the yard at another time again. It was like a little friction, but it ain't never gets physical. But the day World was going home, somebody, I think it was, I'm not sure if it was Knowledge, but somebody was on the phone that called somebody that rock with World, and they was like, World is on the other line. And you see her driving them home from up north. That was G's wife. So, you know what I mean? That was that. You know what I mean? He went home. He was fucking with some wife or whatever. But and I heard when G got home, and the World had a little friction. And make a long story short, he stopped fucking with the World. You know, got caught up with all of them. You know what happened with him when he got caught all that time in the feds.
Shout out to all the supporters that be hitting up that Cash App, that Venmo, that PayPal, and be copping that merchandise off genpop.store. Yurt.